Hello guys, KP Chamino here with a new video for Fishing Planet. And Norway is around the corner. I think in a couple of hours you can play this new area. And in this video I'm going to talk about new equipment, a little bit of tutorial about the E-rods and the E-reels. So E is for electric. So what can you do with it? What can you not do with it? And I'm going to show you guys a couple of things that you need to understand. So first of all, so you got now in the shop, you got saltwater bottom casting E-rods. So you can see them here. You will need to use them to get the very big fish in Norway. You can use it in the Maldives too. So for swordfish, for black marlin. And they are the heaviest setups that you can have in the game at level 110. So what is important to understand, because you can put your E-reels on casting rods too, from the Maldives, but they don't work. Why is that? For the simple reason that if you hover over the E-rods, you will see that they got the battery system in the rod. So how does it work? So you got the battery in the rod, and if you put a reel, an E-reel on that rod, the E-reel is going to get the electricity from the rod. So if you put, like me, an E-reel on the Coda cage, the E-reel is not going to work because in this rod there is no battery. So you can do it, but it's not going to work. And that's the reason. It's not a bug, it's how it is. So what is an E-reel? So an E-reel is a system that is going to allow to work automatically. So if you got a fish, you can click it on, and it will reel the fish in until the last couple of meters, and then you need to get manual the fish in. So that's what an E-reel is. An E-reel is not going to keep reeling because an E-reel cannot produce the power to keep fighting the big fish. So E-reel's automatic setting is only usable, what I saw, I think, for 40 to 45 kilogram fish. So always remember that. And what is going to happen on that moment is the automatic system clicks and you need to do it manual. But it's very good to get fish in that is under that number. So that is the E-reel. Another thing why the E-reel is very good, you can already see it if you go to the info. Can I see it here? So you will see always that you got a recovery on this reel. Here the recovery is 125 centimeters. I'm going to do it here that you guys can see it. So you can see here the recovery with manual handling is 125. But if you let it electric recover, it's 170. So if you throw something in the water, you don't get a bite, and Norway is very deep. It's very handy to just put the automatically recovery up, and it goes really quick. That's one of the positive points too for the electric reel. So always remember that if you want to do a recast, don't do it manual, just put the electric reel on, and then you just put it away, because that's the third positive point that I saw. So if you got a fish and he's small, you can just put it back on your rod holder and fish with another one. I got that one time, I had two rods that were just in the rod holder and they were just getting a fish in, and I was fighting on the third one another fish. So that's very handy. So let's have a look how it works. So I'm at the moment in Norway. I'm in a very deep point. So what do you need to do? First of all, you see at the bottom right, you see now that your drag, and you got like an electric sign, it's now green. That means this reel is now active. If I get a fish, the first thing that is going to do is automatically reel in. So you can see it here. So if I throw now in the water and I got a fish, he's going to do that. Normally, if you want to put it off, let me have a look. So now you can put it on. You do it with Alt. So let's do it again. So for example, you do a throw and you're not happy, or you want to get it up, you need to push Alt. Here we go, and then it starts. If you push Alt again, you put it off. So now you can see it's yellow, it's off. Alt again, it's on. So be sure that you know that. So don't do manual retrieve on those electric reels, because it's not needed. Always go automatically. Use the electric reel to get your rod back up. So I'm going to put this away. So let's have a look. Then I got another setup, maybe this one. Here is another one. And then it's just normal fishing. So there is not really a lot that is different that you can do. So you just let it sink. With R, you open your bail and you close your bail. And then Alt to activate automatic reeling. That's all what you can do. So I'm going to put this now here. Here we go. So I already showed you guys the casting rod from the Maldives, and you can see it now. So I told you guys that the battery is in the rod. So this is not going to work, this reel, because there is no battery in this rod. You can push Alt as much as you want. I'm pushing it now. It's not going to work, but of course you can use this reel. So it's just a manual reel that you use now, and you can see it here. So let's have a look that I can get the fish. So I'm going to get one more rod into the water. This is really good for small fish, just a 10-0. Here we go. So let it sink a little bit, that you guys can see how it works. It's very simple, but of course it's limited. I'm not sure why they didn't do that, because what I remember was I always thought that an electric reel is to help to push you a little bit more power on a big fish, but that's not the case in this. So a little bit like people that follow the cycling, or like electric bikes. Electric bikes work like that. They got like a small battery, and that small battery is going to give a little bit more energy. So if you do one handling around with your bike, you push a lot more, because the battery is just helping you. So you can go a lot faster with an electric bike than with a normal bike. Of course, it depends how good you trained for it. But I was expecting a little bit the same in with this system, but that's not true. But yeah, at the end, it does not really matter that much, because if you see sometimes that we can just push a reel with a 700 kilogram fish just with the hand, and it takes like 10 to 15 minutes. So it does not really matter that much in the game, because yeah, you can just push it with clicking the mouse. It's not going to take some extra strength to get the fish in the game, you know. But it's strange that it does not work like that. But yeah, at the end, you don't need to bother anymore with small fish and think by yourself, I'm losing now time, because you can just do it automatically, put it back in the rod holder, and you're good to go. I need to go, I think, to a better... because you can see, this takes a lot of time. If I do now the same to get this back in, if I do now the same with this rod, and I just put the E-reel on, you can see it flies a lot quicker. I'm going to keep this here because I want to catch fish. I need to forward the time because sunny day at the morning is not good. It starts to pick up at 4 p.m. Yeah, I'm going to wait a little bit until I got a bite, and then I'm going to show you guys what it does. Okay, I got my first bite. It's not good to see, but I think I got a fish here. So now you can see this reel is going automatically. I can do this, and it keeps going. So you can see why it's very handy to get an electric reel. So once that reel is in, now you get a nice window. You just get it in manual. And it's very, very, very good for, yeah, fish, like I said, to 40 to 45 kilogram. So that was it for the video, guys. Enjoy the Norwegian map, and I see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.